Hey everybody, it's Johnny Hiley from Gamers Overdrive Retro Mode. Now today is the huge night. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is the PlayStation 5 reveal. They're going to show us what the system looks like. They're going to talk about the new games, the new features, and of course that crazy controller. So I thought I'd do a little before and after reaction video. This is before. The show is starting in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to go set up my TV, take a look, and I'll be right back with my reaction.
Squeeze in there at some point. I'm hoping that we hear something about what's next for Resident Evil, whether that is Resident Evil 8, if we're anything from the ground up, or the rumored Resident Evil 4 remake, which I would also be very excited about.
Alright, so I just finished watching the conference. If I'm going to be totally honest, I think it was a little bit underwhelming. Not exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting kind of a detailed breakdown of the system's capabilities, and I wanted a little more detail on what the solid state drive can do and how the haptic feedback ties into the gameplay. What I got was tons of games. They had upwards of 30 games. I was listing them as I was watching, and they were coming at me so fast that I actually missed a few. Some of them just led me to daydream, and then I realized that I had missed writing one of them down. But anyway, yeah, the games, I gotta say, if you didn't tell me that this was a PS5 launch reveal, I would think that these were PS4 games. And I know that it's difficult to really tell just watching through a TV with I have 1080p on the YouTube setting. I don't even have 4K on, and yeah, of course it's hard to tell, but yeah, I wanted more. I was really looking for the big earth-shattering announcement. I didn't really quite get that. So some of the standout games that I saw. The new Resident Evil 8, looks pretty cool. They're sticking with the first-person format that they went to in 7. It looks good. It looks like a throwback to Resident Evil 4. It has that village kind of Eastern European old castle-y lore type feel to it, so that's pretty cool. Another game that looked pretty good was Horizon, the new Horizon. Looks excellent. The world looks amazing, and I'm sure that's going to be a great game. Gran Turismo was one that they highlighted, and it looks amazing, of course, but it's got very tough competition with Forza on the Xbox. So yeah, the other games, I mean, the new Spider-Man looks cool. Other than that, I'm telling you, I was a little bit disappointed. So I would say that I was what was I don't really know what I was wanting or what I was hoping for. I think it's a new console release, so they had this Ratchet and Clank. They showed Ratchet and Clank, and graphically it looked very impressive. But I've played most of the Ratchet and Clank games, and I think they're good games, but they just I don't know, nothing groundbreaking. It's kind of the same old game with shinier graphics and better effects. ray tracing on Clank now. But yeah, they had a Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be launching with the system, an enhanced version. It's a very old game now. They could have, the enhancements, they were showing some of the enhancements. Again, I really wouldn't realize that it was an enhanced version if you didn't tell me. It looks like Grand Theft Auto 5 to me. So, anything else that really stood out? They showed NBA 2K21. It looks like the new feature for that is real-time sweat physics. So instead of all the players being fully shiny all the time, they're all going to have identical sweat beads dropping down on their faces constantly. I don't mean to sound so negative, but I gotta say, I was looking for more. Now, as far as the system itself, they did show what it looks like, and it looks a lot like the controller. So it has that futuristic white, mostly white with black in the middle. It's a tower, stands up vertically, and it looks like kind of a high-end PC. So it's taking that approach to it. And they have two versions of it. They have one with a disc and one that's digital only. I think they're taking that from the Xbox playbook. And they showed some of the new peripherals, the headset, like a media remote control. But really, I gotta say, nothing really stood out to me as kind of a game changer. And at the beginning of the conference, they said that this is going to be the most significant console jump in the entire history of gaming, or something like that. And again, this is tricky because console, a new console 20 years ago, when you have a new console, you usually saw a huge, immediately apparent graphical leap. But with these new systems, it's not that way. We've kind of, just in terms of character design and world design, I feel like we've peaked in a lot of ways. So a lot of the gameplay mechanics themselves are going to be telling us what the big jump has been. So, the loading, hopefully there won't be any more noticeable loading times, and just more fluid gameplay experience. Everything should be a little bit more at your fingertips. So hopefully, that's where we see the big impressive changes. But yeah, this is not something that I'm gonna throw a party over. But that's my honest opinion. I watched the stream on IGN, and I think that their coverage was pretty good. Actually, I think after the show, they had a lot of excitement. They were a lot more excited than I am. But when they got down to it and they started talking about the details, I think that for the most part they were pretty balanced. But yeah, not blown away. Honestly, maybe I'm jaded, but I guess I was expecting more. That's all I have to say for now. But yeah, you judge for yourself. If you haven't watched the stream, I recommend you watch it. But it's long, and it's tons of games. They threw so many games in that conference. It's upwards of 30 games, and most of them just look like something that you could play on PS4 right now. Nothing was really earth-shattering. Even a few of them, I hate to say it, but a few of them look like they could have been played on PS3. So, that Sackboy game, it looks like a PS3 game to me. It wasn't running at 60 frames. The textures look exactly identical to a PS3 game. So, yeah, that's my honest opinion. And that's it. So, that's all I have to say for now. I will see you next time on the next official episode of Retro Mode. And take it easy until then.